Welcome to Cracking Up a Cold One. I'm John.
I'm Albert.
And I'm Richard. Today's topic is, are relationships worth it?
So what do you think personally?
In my opinion, I don't think it's worth it, whether you're in college or anywhere between the age of 0 to, although I want to say up to maybe like 27, 28.
Why'd you come up with that number, the 27, 28?
I don't know. In my opinion, my perspective, I would rather have fun throughout my college years, all the way up until like 27, 28-ish. I'm not really thinking of looking into a relationship. So that's why I think it's just like, do your thing, focus on yourself, family, and then you can worry about somebody else. I don't think it's worth it.
From your personal experiences, if you want to share, why do you think it's not worth it though? Like, what's the reason behind that?
Too damn expensive.
Damn,
So
bro, I was gonna have to tone that down a little bit.
I think relationships are very expensive. I mean, maybe
I don't think every time you go out or you do something, this has to involve money. You could just be chilling at each other's cribs.
Okay, if you don't mind me saying, what's your longest relationship that you've been in?
I don't want to specify. It's long-term, pretty serious as well.
Okay, so with her, I guess she was like your most...
Probably the biggest relationship I've had.
Okay.
The biggest impact in my life.
And you guys always had to spend money? Oh, with her?
For the most part, bro, let's just put it like this.
Was it just on your part that you want to be like, oh, I need to spend money on her?
I guess I can say that I that's a personal trait of mine, that I feel like I do have to be the one to spend the money. But at the same time, I was the only one working, and I was the one that was kind of leading the... Like, if I wasn't the one to like say, let's do this or let's do that, nothing would really have happened. And then that gives a reason for the relationship to be kind of pointless, because nothing would have happened. Does that make sense?
So do you even think that was a good relationship to begin with?
I mean, probably it was, because there was like obviously the connection there, the feelings and all that. But the point is, from that relationship, it was just very
It was costly.
It was very costly, man. And I feel like a lot of relationships are like that too. I mean, I know a lot of people that spend a lot of money on their girlfriends just because it's kind of like, I don't want to call it chivalry, but I mean, think about it, man.
It's kind of expected in a sense.
Yeah.
Well, regardless whether you go out with friends, girlfriend, anything, you're gonna spend money.
Yeah.
When it comes to it now.
Yeah. Once you leave your house.
But the thing is, what the thing is when it comes to me, if you go out with your girlfriend and you can't have fun without spending money, then that's when you know you shouldn't even be in a relationship with her.
Facts.
You know?
Facts.
Because if the only thing that's keeping her and you happy in that relationship is having to go do something that's costly, whether it's like hundreds of dollars, less than $100, something, I don't know, going out to a really fancy restaurant, going out and doing something specific that involves having to pay to get entertained, to have both of you too happy, I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah,
that's every time.
Reasons.
So that just becomes a little more materialistic.
Yeah, at least I would say. What do you think?
I would say that too.
What would you say? What are you? All right, hold on. I don't want to skip this guy. Let's just go like in order. What about you? What have your experiences led you to think about relationships?
So for me, in the past, I feel like relationships, you learn from each and every single one of them. And from those past relationships, whether they're long-term, short-term, it just kind of builds you to become a better version of yourself, know yourself a lot more, what you want in a relationship, you know? But also, I don't think, from my personal experiences, I don't think you have to spend money to go out on a date, to take your girl out somewhere, you know?
You have to spend it regardless, though.
I mean, obviously with gas, bro. But yesterday, me and John picked you up. All right, we spent gas to go get you. Yeah. I'm not really counting those things, those aspects.
Yeah, we're not charging you.
I know, we're not charging you.
Oh,
bro.
we just went 10 miles, bro. You gotta give me 50 cents on the mile.
When we're talking about spending money, it's like going out and doing an activity that costs money to pay. Yeah. And we're neglecting the cost of gas right now. Assuming you're not traveling across country or something, you know. Like for example, me and my girlfriend, we went like not too long ago to a museum. What was it? I forgot what it was called. The Observatory. It's a free museum. And low key, I was like geeking out in there because I'd never been there. And I was like learning about a bunch of stuff, just like seeing all those planets and stuff on the telescope. I liked it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have exhibits and little shows that you pay to go watch. We paid for one, or she actually ended up paying for that.
And it's not even that. I think it's the little moments you cherish with
Exactly.
each other too. Like you make it you make it
fun.
enjoyable.
The way there and even the drive back was fun. On the way there, and the way back, she's just blasting music, singing, dancing.
And then you get to learn more about each other. Like sometimes you don't even know like the full story about them.
So maybe it's not always costly because
I feel
obviously
like
your
it just-
girlfriend works, so she has the money to kind of like keep it equal. So you spend, she spends. Is it that quality there? So there's always like, so you paid for this. I'll pay for that, you know?
I'm not really talking about the quality of it though, but it's just like you don't really have to spend money though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying there, but I'm talking about like the cost. If there was, to
I
be,
mean,
like,
but if you're so focused on that cost, then just don't be in a relationship. Then if you're always having to go out and having to do something really nice that's very costly and you can't afford, then don't be in a relationship. If you don't want to be in a relationship living that same lifestyle with her, if that makes sense.
there's
But
a
I
lot
think
of
at
like,
the end of the day, there's a line where like both of you have to contribute to it, not just one side. It's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm gonna treat you to this. I'm gonna treat you to this," and without getting anything back in return, right?
Like for example, how I see it. I mean, dude, I spend more money going out with friends, and like going out to eat with coworkers than I even spend with on my girlfriend. Like for me, it's more costly if we're being real. Like money wise, it's more costly me having friends than having a girlfriend. If we're being realistic.
it's because you never see her, man.
Okay, yeah, long distance we don't. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's
You gotta
another
put that
thing
into
too.
account.
Yeah,
But
you gotta
e-
put that into account.
even if we did though, even if
No,
we did,
all right. You
Taking-
can't really
taking-
say
taking
you
the
have
average-
No say in that.
I do, because if you take the average of a date and the average of going out with friends,
How much?
how do I not have a say in that? I don't get it.
Because you have a long distance relationship. I respect you for that. Props. But like, let's just say you were living together. How do you think there'd be a change with that? Do you think?
Okay, if we're living together, that's
think about it
something
like
different.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe not even living together, but what about just like living in the same city? How much more often would you see her? How much more would you spend?
Put it this way: over summer when we would, and she'd work. I mean, I'd go visit her at work and stuff like that. Doesn't mean I have to go like bar or something so I could go see her and stuff. You know, like we hang out just in the car, just talking, catching up.
Okay.
Like we don't always have to go out and do something to have fun.
I respect. I see that. But what about one more
I
thing?
think what most of us are under the impression is that we have to spend money just for
Happiness.
to have a good time.
Yeah.
Like for me, I just don't like. I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with someone that's materialistic.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
What about wanting to like, see other people? Like, just put this in other terms. Hoeing around. Like, what about that?
Then if you want to do that, you just shouldn't be in a relationship.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you
think
wanna
it's
do
worth
that-
it for, like, all right. In my opinion, man, I feel like it's just not worth it for like someone in college in general. Maybe not. Can't say that for you guys.
But
For, like,
then
someone
again,
in
it
college.
depends on the person you're talking
Yeah,
to. Too.
that's just really generalizing everyone, because there's so many people in college that have relationships, whether they go to the same school
Yeah.
or whether it's like
Long
longer distance.
I
So
feel
that's
like they
really
should
it's just generalizing on a specific person in general.
So I'm gonna give out my past experiences. So my past experiences, I feel like I had a pretty toxic relationship to the point where it wasn't just healthy relationship. I couldn't really have fun. So it's like the whole point.
Well,
of
what do you
me-
mean by fun?
I guess like my fun is just I love people, man. Like I hate people, but I love people. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah, but
I
like,
like
what do
to
you
meet
mean by
people.
fun?
I like
though?
to I like to meet people. I want to go out and do things. So the whole point is
You probably had an insecure girlfriend, right?
I don't want to say anything. All right,
Like,
man.
no, hold on. Let me try to be more. I want you to be more so specific because I don't really get what you're saying.
So the whole
Because
point
you're
is
saying, wait, hold up. Because you're saying you like to go out and meet people and you like to do things, but like, what is it?
I love to go out and network and just
What-
socialize. But people.
What do you
like, I
mean?
wanna meet
What do you
people.
mean by network?
Like,
What do you
so one
I
thing
mean,
is like okay, networking, like connecting with people.
to get their numbers
Basically, getting
to network?
Alright,
That's what you do when you network, right?
Yeah, getting the
switch
numbers, getting to
information.
know
Yeah,
them.
okay. But the whole point is I like to meet people. Like that's just my thing, man. Even if it's not to like do most out there to put more effort into it. I like to just meet people. Like, hey, just your Snapchat. What's
Yeah,
your
you're
Twitter?
just
What's
out
your
there.
Instagram? What's your this? What's your that?
But I also
Meet
see
people.
Okay, for example, though, but if you had a girlfriend and she's also doing that, would you get? I know for a fact you would get upset.
Yeah,
So it has
That's
to,
the
has to,
reason
so has
why
to, has to go both ways, though.
Yeah,
That's
you-
why
I'm.
that's why he can't be in a relationship.
But you can't but you can't
'cause-
blame that on the other person, though. You can't blame that on the other person. You have to blame it on yourself and
What are you
say
talking about?
you're not
What are you
ready
t-
for a relationship.
Exactly.
That's
Well,
why.
yeah, he said he's
That's what I'm
mentioned that he's not ready for
I
a
mentioned that many
relationship.
times that I'm not ready.
I don't know,
for
but yeah,
it.
that's why though. That's why maybe the other ones didn't work out in the past. You know, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Maybe they haven't, man. But I feel like maybe there's been a point in time where I felt like I was ready for something even more than just a relationship. Kind of like what you're in the same situation you're in, but like at the moment now, until the age I feel that I am, I'm thinking that it's gonna.
You
be
just
like age of
don't want to be
27,
committed.
28.
That's what you're saying.
I don't like right now. I don't. No, hell no. I'd rather just.
So
do
for
my
you
thing
right now,
I
for right now
suggest
in
you
your
don't
lifestyle,
stay
for right,
single,
Well,
meet
because
as
he's
many
in love
people
with
as
the
you-
whole life. That's why.
It's not a whole life. Yeah, it's a whole life, bro. It's not a whole
I
life.
don't
All
wanna
right, here's
put
the
you
thing.
in-
I'm not
let's
a
be
whole-
real. What do you like to do on social media?
All right,
Don't put him on the
we're
spot
going
like that,
off
bro.
topic. The whole point of this topic is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it because, like I said before, I've had experiences where I was the one paying for the most. I like to do my own thing, and there's a lot of girls out there. No disrespect to you ladies out there, y'all love to be very possessive. I feel that there are a lot of ladies out there very, very possessive. There's nothing wrong with that, but to the extent to where you're just very jealous and very, what was the term you used before?
Insecure.
Okay, but if they're like that,
That could just ruin a relationship though, because
Okay.
of that, for those reasons.
okay, let me ask you something.
What's up?
So, for example, I know you don't want to be in a relationship right now, but let's say you met someone like you're clicking with, like I'll give it a shot, you know?
Yeah.
It's just theoretically speaking, it's not actually, I don't know if it'll actually happen, but just go with it. And then you guys are talking a couple months in and stuff, and you're still doing some of the same things like going out and I guess networking with people and getting their Snapchats and Instagrams and stuff. And she gets mad at you for that because you're getting some that are like girls that you just met at that party. They're not your actual friends, but you just met. Would you get mad at her for that? Or would you get mad at yourself for you like, oh, like why did I do that?
It probably falls in whether you have trust. In
I
them
don't
or
think.
not.
For-
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, man,
or like,
a lot
why
of it
would you-
have to be like if I were to get into a relationship, I feel like I wouldn't be that type of guy to be saying like, "What are you doing?" Like getting the dude's number. Like I really don't mind it. As if I'm like, I feel like you said, it goes both ways. If I'm doing something, if she's doing something, it's all good because we're both doing the same. We're doing the same thing.
Mhm.
Obviously, I don't want to be like swingers and shit. You know, like she's out here fucking another guy. I'm out here fucking another girl. Like I don't want that. But I mean, like you said, it just goes both ways. I don't want to be doing. I wouldn't do anything that she wouldn't. I wouldn't want her to do.
Okay,
You just
that
don't
makes
wanna
sense.
Feel like you're tied down, right?
But at the same time, I don't want to feel tied down either, man. I don't want to.
Because for me, I mean, I still go out. I have fun with my friends, you know?
hmm
We also have like some similar friends. So like that makes it a lot easier too. Like we go out, like for example, like a friend's birthday party, we go out, we drink and stuff. Like we're both there together having fun. At the same time
Yeah.
with we're like our same friends, same group of friends that we have. So that makes it a lot easier too.
Hey, just get another beer real quick, John.
And also like when I'm
Some
out,
water.
when I'm out of college, like I mean, I don't party no more. Like I don't go to like those big functions no more. That's not really my scene. Hasn't really been for a cool minute. It's mainly just like a freshman type of thing, I feel like. But I mean, I go out to my friend's house, have a games night and stuff like that. We drink, play board games and stuff.
But I feel like as you mature, like there's still gonna be parties out there. You know, you can still go out clubbing and doing this and that, whatever. It's more like the closer friends you have, that's what you go towards. But what does it have to do with like a relationship?
Wait, say that again.
What
I wasn't
is
paying.
that?
I wasn't
What is
paying
it?
attention though.
Oh man, that's fucked up. I know you
My
don't-
bad.
I know you don't care, but what does that have to do with the relationship? Party, the whole party thing.
Well, it's just like, for example, like she doesn't get mad that I go out and have fun at the
Man,
same
but
time.
if you're, look, that's the thing that see. This is the whole point. Like, why would you be in a relationship if someone is tripping on what you're doing?
That's what I'm saying. She does it.
So then,
And you should, and if that happens, it's a toxic. I mean, she should be tripping on what you're doing if what you're doing is bad.
yeah,
But if she's tripping on something that isn't bad, then okay, like that's a toxic relationship. You should get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a healthy one.
Yeah.
It just depends on what she's actually tripping on whether it's justifiable or not.
Yeah. What about you, John? Do you have anything to say
Not really.
about these ladies out here? You don't want to say anything about these beautiful ladies out here. These beautiful ladies.
I don't really have much to say.
All right.
But at the same, one last thing. I lost my train of thought. Crap, hold up.
It's lost. It's lost in the sauce.
Alright, just think about it for a second.
If you ain't got nothing
Oh.
to say, then we're good, man. I feel, in my opinion, I feel like relationships for me at this point in time, for anyone in the age between college years,
I think
till
at the
27,
moment you know when it's right.
I feel
If-
like if
If you're
you're forcing it, it's not right. Like if it happens, it happens.
mm,
Like let it happen like naturally. Don't force it upon you to go on and find a relationship.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because when you do that, then that's how it could go south. When you could be the one paying for all the
Expenses.
expenses, I guess,
It's not worth it, man.
and then having to go back to networking. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I got
No, but-
roasted on the daily.
No, but I feel like they're worth it if it's the right one, if it comes naturally, and you're not forcing it, and
Absolutely,
if you're
yeah.
not forcing anything. I don't think you're like what are we 20, 21? I don't think we're young or too old for a relationship. I mean, we're
probably at
I wanna
focus
say-
on yourself, man. Put yourself in
you
your
should,
family
but
first.
at the same time, at the same time, you should be able to do both. All that. If you can't do all that, everything that you already do right now, while having a relationship, then don't have a relationship.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, man, I feel like it's really hard for people to balance all that. Think about it. If there was someone who lives in, let's just say for me, I live in San Diego. My parents live here in Oxnard, and I want to start going back to the gym, studying a lot, working full time, family time, my friend time, like being here with you guys, recording podcasts. How much harder do you like? How hard in general do you think it is for me to balance all those things?
It already is hard in general, but
Yeah,
that's
so,
just
okay. So then on
But
top
I
of
think
that,
what matters is
throw a
that
girlfriend in
you
there.
throw in a
Imagine that.
little effort,
yeah.
and then
It doesn't mean you have to be talking to them 24/7 throughout
Oh,
the
no,
day either.
That's exactly what I don't want. I don't like that at all. I don't like texting. In general, you guys already know I don't like texting.
and then just give a
And-
phone call a day.
But, like,
or
and on top of
something.
that,
I'm not
makes you
gonna say anything.
Say it.
You
Yeah,
already
fucker.
mentioned it,
Say it,
bro.
motherfucker.
Oh,
You
damn!
already-
Watch out!
Hey, bleep that.
We gonna have to bleep that.
What did he say?
Yesterday we pick him up. We're going.
Okay,
We're going
okay.
Rolly Pin. To go get some donuts tonight. He connects his phone to the Bluetooth of the car. He starts receiving all the messages. He's tripping out about it. And we start scrolling down. Every minute there's a new message down there.
I wouldn't say every minute. I would not say every minute.
Okay, I'm exaggerating, but like
Every other minute. Something pretty
All
close.
right, there's beautiful females out there. Shout out those beautiful females. I do like talking to, you know. I mean, I like talking to people.
Okay,
That
so
doesn't mean I don't
I'm
like.
gonna give you an example right now. So the girls you network with, how do
Stop saying that, dog.
how
Just
do you
stop saying
how
that?
how do you put time into them while still balancing?
It's
everything
hard,
else?
bro. It's hard.
But you still do it though, right?
Yeah,
It's just
The same thing, and just replace that.
it's too much effort, bro.
It's,
I don't have the.
it's just something. Is whether you want it or
He's
not.
just afraid of
but
commitment,
you don't
that's
want it
it.
right
I
now. So
do
that
it, yeah,
I mean,
but I
and
do
it's
it, but I
okay.
still
It's
do
not
it,
it's
yeah.
not bad that you don't. You know.
Yeah.
But if you did want a relationship and if it came naturally, you will find a way to put in the extra effort to make it work. If it was the right girl.
Yeah, I agree with you. I totally
Right
agree
now,
with you.
obviously no, because I mean you haven't found the right girl, so it wouldn't even make sense for you to put any effort into something that's not even there.
That's why I'm single, man.
That's why I'm just.
That's why I
That's
say
why I just
single.
wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
You'll do
Time.
anything for
There's
the
always
right
time.
one.
Time. There's always time. You just gotta make the effort.
So if you're like me, you just want to do you, focus on yourself, focus on your family. Just be like me, stay single. Don't be like this guy.
Or if you want to focus yourself, your school, family, friends, girlfriend, food, and everything else that falls in between.
The Mexican Ramsey. Right
Do
here.
it all in between.
And if you want to be like John,
What? Say it.
I was
Say it,
I was
say it,
leading it
you
on to
know?
you, bro. I was just thinking you were gonna say some shit.
No, but honestly though, with John, I feel like if the right girl would come, you go for it. You put your effort into it. Like if it came naturally.
Nah, he
I do
wouldn't.
have one.
No.
I know right now that you're gonna start slowly going into college and stuff.
Yeah.
But if it were to happen right now, if you met the right girl right now, and you yourself knew you met the right girl, I know you'd put the effort into it.
No, he wouldn't.
I'd put the time into
No,
it,
you wouldn't.
but I just wouldn't like. How would I say it? Like,
John,
spend
would you
all
really?
my money on it.
John, would
Well,
you
yeah,
really?
he
Like,
put his
I
effort in
wouldn't-
it.
Would you
If
really?
if he met the right one, yeah. If it
I
came
wouldn't-
naturally,
All right,
I would
bro,
be
all
like,
right.
Yo, I gotta take you out
a
like
tw-
this and
A
that.
20-year-old going to San Francisco, Frisco, the Bay Area. You think he's gonna focus his time when he's gonna go meet so many other people out there? You think he really is gonna focus his time on a girl right now?
Bro,
see, that's
I
when
don't-
two different mindsets come into play, though.
Well, right now I'm just focused.
You
on my
have a
skills,
whole
like,
different
everything
mindset
comes.
when it comes to girls right now.
True. Nah,
So I
what do
mean,
you mean mindset, bro? I mean,
that's what I mean. Mindset. Your mindset's a little
like
different
what?
right
What
now.
are you trying to say?
You don't want a relationship right now,
All right, okay.
right?
Because I don't I thought you were
And
thinking
never-
like I
and never-
disrespect them or something.
No, never. And never to come. And even I feel like even if it were to come naturally right now for you, I feel like you'll still push it off because you
Yeah.
just don't want
But
it.
that's
in
just
general.
me though, because
That's
of my
why it's just you. So you
past
can't just.
experiences and
so you
issues
can't just-
and all that.
That's why. That's just you. So you can't just kind of put it on everyone else either. It's just
I'm just suggesting.
yeah.
I'm just a suggestion.
Or to John too right now.
I'm just suggesting, John.
He started tripping. I was like, yeah, John, yeah.
In my opinion, I think relationships are how you make it seem or how it starts. You gotta have some foundation at first and then build from there. Because if there's no foundation, then it's gonna go to crap.
Where are you though on the scale of Albert to Richard? Where are you right now? Albert being married to me being single.
Or let's focus not on that, but focus on the mindset, I guess.
The mindset, yeah.
I think
exactly,
I'm more
exactly.
leaning more towards Albert because I'm like, I'm not gonna go around and hoe around.
No more conservative, I see.
Bro, the way he's saying it though.
No,
You can still- Hold up. No, yeah, I know, but you can
Let him
still
talk. Let the boy talk, man.
Like
Let the boy
I
talk,
would
man.
cherish every like single moment. I don't even have to spend money just to make my time worthwhile or make the other person's time.
like if you're happy just hanging out and seeing each other. What else can you ask for?
Maybe I just haven't met the right girl.
That's what I'm saying.
If
And
you're
it's
out
it's
there,
okay
you're
that
watching
you
this,
have
hit
it.
me up. If you,
There we
And if
go.
you're
Hey,
the dream
hey,
girl watching this.
there we go. It ain't gonna come naturally again.
hey man, if my significant other's out there,
Just give him a
just
holler.
hit me a holler.
But that's all basically I have to
That's it
add.
for that.
If you guys don't
That
really have
concludes.
anything else, then
No, you guys let us know what you think a 20-year-old or like a 20 to 25.
not even age specific, but just
Or
you,
what
yourself in
you-
general. If you want, just comment your age if you want, and like
the mindset, pretty
and
much.
your mindset on it.
The Asian mindset. That's actually what I want to see. All right, if there's more people leaning towards me, y'all owe me that little chalupa box. But if you're leaning more like Albert, then I'll buy a little chalupa box for that.
You said it.
I said it.
But if that's it, then
That's it, guys.
it's
All
a
right,
wrap.
that concludes our podcast.
Peace.